Stories of the Companions. Chapter 3 D. Abu Bakr's Daily Allowance from the Bayt Amal. Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu was a cloth merchant and lived by that trade. On the death of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, people selected him as the Khalifa. Next day, with some cloth slung on his arms, he was going to the market as usual when Umar met him in the way. Umar radiyallahu anhu asked him where he was going. When Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu told him that he was going to the market, he said, "If you get busy with your trade, who will carry out the duties of the Khilafah?" So Abu Bakr asked, "How am I to feed my family then?" Umar suggested that they go to Abu Ubaidah, who was in charge of Bayt Amal, who would fix some daily allowances from him from the Bayt Amal. They both went to Abu Ubaidah. He fixed for Abu Bakr an allowance equal to that usually paid to an average muhajir. Once Abu Bakr's wife said to him, "I would like to have a sweet dish." Abu Bakr said, "I have no money to arrange for that dish." His wife said, "If you permit, I shall try to save something daily from our allowance, which will some day make enough to be able to enable us to prepare the sweet dish." He agreed. A little money was saved in many days. When his wife brought him the money to make purchases for the sweet dish, he said, "It seems we have received so much, over and above our needs." He deposited the saving in the Bayt al-Mal for the future and got his allowance cut down by the amount saved by his wife. Note: Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu's financial condition is shown by Aisha radiyallahu anha's narrates. When Abu Bakr was selected as Khalifa, he said to the people, "You know well that successor, vice-regent, he said to the people, "You know well that I live by trade and my income comes from it. It is enough to meet my expenses. Now I have to devote my full time to the affairs of the state, and therefore my family allowance shall be paid from the Bayt al-Mal." Aisha radiyallahu anhu says, "At the time of his death, Abu Bakr ordered me to hand over to his successor all the things that he had got from the Bayt al-Mal for his household needs." It is said that Abu Bakr left behind no cash. Anas says Abu Bakr left a milk she-camel, a bowl, and a servant. According to some other narrators, he left bedding also. When all these were given to Umar, his successor, he said, "May Allah be merciful to Abu Bakr. He has set a precedent for his successors, which is very hard to follow." The amounts of, the politicians get paid way too much nowadays.